Scenes and shrieks of girls being, well, just girls. Age 8 to 15, they're enjoying their soccer. It is the brainchild of an unlikely coach, Amal Hoshan, mother of 5, who's gotten them into playing soccer as a way to keep them out of marriage. Some of the worst collateral damage from the Syrian war is an increase in early marriage. Poverty-stricken parents offloading one too many mouths to feed, or believing their girls really will be safer with a husband. In Jordan, you can legally marry at 18, or, if Sharia judges approve, even at 15. Amal uses her coaching sessions to mentor these girls.
Marriage is such a big word. It affects them emotionally because when a child of that age gets married, you no longer feel that she's still the same child. She got involved with something much bigger than her age. Girls have developed psychological complexes. They experience depression. Some girls even tried to poison themselves. They don't like that life, but many get stigmatized if they get divorced.
Yes, with around 1 in 4 Syrian refugee girls under 18 married off in this region, according to the UNHCR, early divorce is a new trend in this refugee population. And it's a stigma that girls like this 16-year-old are trying to shake off. She wouldn't give us her name nor show her face, but she's been married and divorced by the ripe old age of 15.
I didn't know what marriage meant. I had no idea what it means.
The UNHCR's Nida Yassin helps her tell me her story.
I tried it once, I got engaged. He wasn't so nice. I wasn't happy with him. I knew that I wasn't happy with him, and I shared it with my parents, and I told them that, no, I have to stop this. So we got separated. Next time they came, and they were really another family, and they were really persistent.
War has an especially harsh impact on women and girls. In early marriages, they can enter slave-like conditions, endure domestic abuse and even rape. She tells me she's relieved no longer to be trapped in that vicious cycle, and especially that her parents welcomed her home with open arms.
I want to focus on my education. I want to continue my education to then be able to decide what I want to be in the future.
In Za'atari camp, most of the 28,000 kids go to school, girls and boys in separate 3-hour shifts. And these are the Tiger Girls, adolescents who are mentored after school by their own community in this UNHCR program. Adult refugee women teach them math, science, and talk to them about issues like early marriage and violence. Here, the teacher asks them what they have learned.
You should advise the family they should not marry their daughter under the age of 14. It is not necessary for the girl to get married while she's still young.
And Amal says she's heard horror stories.
I know someone who got married for about 6 months, and she rejected her husband. She was frightened by what she saw. She rejected the very notion that a man can sleep by her side. The husband tried repeatedly with her, but he was unsuccessful, and she eventually returned to her parents' home in the same way she came from it.
We also met Rayada, who was barely 17 when she got married 3 years ago to a Jordanian who lived in the city. How did you think it would help you?
It was to escape the conditions in the camp.
Now, back with her family and new baby brother, she says she fled her husband after just a few months.
He treated me very badly. His family treated me like a Syrian refugee who came from a camp, and not as one of them. I was inferior to them.
What would you say to young girls your age, when you were 17 when you got married, or even younger?
The first thing to tell them is that it's not right for a young girl to get married. She should have an education and look after her future first, and the parents should be educated, instead of relying on tradition and customs that say a girl should get married when she reaches 16 or 17.
The mentors and the teachers here tell us that some young girls need years of therapy to help get them back to normal, which is why they say prevention is the best medicine for this trauma.